Back in the workshop today, and time to get the car up on jack stands and get a proper look underneath it. But first, I've been shopping and I've got some things that could be really useful as I start to take the car apart. Time to unpack and build. So that'll do for now. I've got more shelves to go up, but they need a bigger persuader than I've got with me and a bit more time than I've got. But I've now got some space to store and a workbench. It all needs bolting together and bolting to the wall, but again, that can be done another day. You'll notice these fans down here. This is the back of a shop. It's not open yet, so I don't quite know what it's going to be like noise-wise or heat-wise, but we'll see. You take what you can afford. Time to move the car back into place and get on with that. Right, let's take a look. In we go. Still not very high. So, diff, bit crusty, but alright. Ooh, hello. Right, it's not quite high enough for my creeper, but what can we see? Exhaust. Bit of surface rust, but solid. Bit more further up, but still it's not blowing. Brake pipes. See if I can reach the lamp. Get up there. This bit of video might be a bit choppy because there's not a lot to move here, and I keep pressing the off button. It's to focus there. No. Bit of body rust there. But still solid. All in all, I'm not yet seeing the MOT failures. That will clear clean up fairly well, I suspect. Bit of rust converter, bit of hammerite or something similar. Okay. Let's kind of look down the sides and down the front. Under the front end now. A lot of corrosion on the front arms. But, you know, what do you expect living in Britain? Salt on the roads. The anti-roll bars, alright. Bushes are probably shot, but that's alright. Again, it's rusty, but it doesn't look dreadful. I'm going to have to go back through that MOT failure list and work out exactly which bits they said were unsafe. This crossmember, this X-frame or whatever you want to call it, was completely shot on mine. I had to do a lot of welding on that to bring it back to life. Wanted to replace it, but they're quite pricey. It looks like this one might be the same. Once it's all... yeah, that's rotten. Suspect I might need to replace that or do some remedial welding on there. But all in all, I have to say I'm kind of surprised it failed on structural stuff, based on what I've seen so far. Certainly no worse than the last one I did, which is good news. So next step from this deeply uncomfortable position is to get some spray, get some oil, get some penetrating fluid on everything I want to start removing, mostly body panels to begin with. Anything to do with the rear subframe, all of those brake connectors. Probably start from the back and work forwards. Tempting as it is just to hoik the engine straight out. Might do that actually, we shall see. Found a bit more crust on the sides. As to be expected. Z3 sills are not pretty. So this is going to need some remedial work. That's a lot worse than my other one. A lot worse. Not entirely sure how we go about that. I'll work it out when we get the outer sills off. Amazingly, the outer sills seem pretty solid. It's the inner ones that have gone, whereas on my other one the outer sills were rotten, but the inner sills were shot. Not entirely sure what causes that, but if you go up here as well, it's not looking pretty. So we'll have a proper look at that when I get a wire wheel on it. It's going to get messy. Future Tom here with a little interlude. I went back and checked the MOT certificate to see what it had failed on. Now the engine stuff we can ignore. I don't think it's that serious. The engine's coming out and I'm going to sell that off. What we are interested in are these bits of corrosion, and I think they're basically all the sills. At the front, that's the integral body structure. At the back, it's the rear subframe mounting, as the back of the sill goes into the rear subframe mounting. So the welding on this car is going to be the sills. Until we find something else, that is. So that'll have to do for today, I think. Car's up on jack stands, first set of shelves and workbench up. Had a good inspect underneath. Not terrible, bit worried about those sills, everything else. Kind of what I expected. Definitely going to go front to back, I've decided. Most important thing this car can do now is accelerate progress on the other one. It's time to get that engine out. So the next episode from here at least, it will be engine out, or maybe not engine out, last run of the engine, and start to get the engine out. Starting with the front bumper. I'm going to do it the same way I did the other one, front bumper off, front sort of cross member off, and pull the engine out the front, which means I'll stick the engine crane in the boot of the other car, of the family wagon. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. If you do like this, you want to see this thing turn into a 60s style GT car, but electric, then please do like and subscribe. I'll stick a subscribe link up the top here, and a link down here to the playlist from the first car, so you can see what's going on with that one. Once I've got the engine crane in here, that's probably the last time I'll have to use the family bus for a little while at least to get stuff in here. Last but one, I've got another little surprise coming actually. So I'll be able to start driving the EV over here, which will be nice, and bring that in, and maybe do some little tinkering bits on that as well. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like I say, please do like and subscribe. I'd really like to do more of this.